take a look at your screen now. What you are looking at is video of Jeff Metcalf being escorted out of the co-working space where the Next Gen Action Network's office is by Dallas Police. You see that there. Jeff Metcalf, the gentleman who is wearing the sunglasses and the blue shirt, who's being escorted out, is the father of Austin Metcalf.
And all I'm going to say, so it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful and just shows you all the character who is not invited. He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family, but he did it. And so I say to people, actions speak louder than words. Okay? What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism. We have conservative operatives that have been posting non-stop about this case.
That's a lie. It's mostly black people that are not seeing the truth of what's happening because the person is black. They're siding with Karmelo that brought a knife to a track meet. Who brings a knife to a track meet? Isn't that crazy? And yet, people can't see what's really happening because they're full of anger and hatred.
These are the type of lies. She's getting millions of views. Sarah, she's even came after me. And now that the public knows exactly what is going on, I asked, because these racist bigots try to prevent us from standing up for our baby, our boy, he should be afforded the same rights that Kyle Rittenhouse had, Daniel Penna, and all of the people who have claimed whatever their defense was. He should be afforded the same rights. Nobody in the public media has one video camera, but we got the video of Kyle Rittenhouse with an AK-47 shooting 3 people in the back.
In the back.
We got that. And he raised more than $2 million publicly, and nobody said anything. I call for the community's overwhelming support for this fund. The disinformation that was put out was literally deliberate to prevent you from helping this family. And I want you to give overwhelming support to show them the community united can never be divided. And I'm going to say
this man is just dragging out people's emotion. That crazy.
Say this again. And this is for everybody. Black people in America, while the current occupant sits at 1600 Pennsylvania, black people in America don't have to pull the race card. It's what we live as a reality every day. It's what we have to teach our children. We don't want to, but we have to. We don't like to, but if we want to sleep at night, we got to. I ain't pulling no race card. I live it. I'm reminded all the time that I'm a black man in America.
That is just wild. No wonder you're full of anger and hatred. You teach it to your kids growing up about how the white man have enslaved you and control you. And by doing that, you instill hate in these kids growing up because they hate white people and they grow up with anger and resentment towards them. No wonder this is happening because you perpetuate it by teaching it down through society. Racism does not exist. If it happened in the past, leave it in the past. We're in now. Let go of things that are controlling you and making you angry and causing you to do this crazy act. This guy is an evil person. I would not trust a word that's coming out of this guy's mouth. First, he emotionally manipulate you. Talk about blacks and rally behind blacks. I ain't rally behind no blacks. You did the crime, you're gonna do the time. This was premeditated. I don't have all the facts, but to bring a knife to a track meet, that's just wild to me. And he's gonna talk about a community together. You're emotionally manipulating black people, saying, "Oh, racism," because you keep teaching it in the black community to be racist towards white people. And by doing that, you're putting hatred in their heart. They're resenting white people. And you said you can't sleep. No wonder you can't sleep. You holding on to things that are keeping you from being free. There's no one holding you down but yourself holding yourself down. This is actually wild. I'm just about to start this video, but she looked sinister here. I'm not gonna lie, but let's watch the video, man.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to
Do you have your husband's last name? What the?
North Texas, searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband worked hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, the lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day.
Better.
We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her.
I don't agree with them leaking their address all over social media because that's not cool. Things can go crazy left. And I don't agree with the death threats that they're putting on this family because that's not of God. That's of the nature of the devil. But I understand why people do it. They can't help themselves. They like to get a thrill about doing things to make themselves feel good or feel validated, right? It's all about themselves to feel good. But also, she said her 13-year-old daughter has fear. Realistically, the adults, the mom and the dad, they're the one with the fear and they're projecting it on the daughter so the daughter get fear from them being feared. And that's how it works. Because she probably doesn't even know what's happening, but they're openly talking about it at home. Oh, this might happen, because you're listening to thoughts. Just like what that kid did on Karmelo, and they projected onto their daughter. Just crazy.
And let me be clear. The claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin.
Buddy's like, did you start crying yet?
To withdraw funds.
What
it
the?
will take several days to receive those funds.
Whenever she's crying, she's lying. Anyone that is emotional, that is angry, that feels emotions, they are your enemy. They are children of the lie. Don't listen to them. They're crazy people.
Once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do.
What
We
the?
believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us. Not
I don't know if you put God first in everything you do. I can't comment on that. I don't know you people. But most people will say they put God first because they have an idea of God. They don't truly know who God is. They're not in the presence of God. So I get that might be the thing here. And they're saying that Karmelo has a 2-parent household. He's raised with structure and he's raised with discipline and principle. That's what I'm getting here. But if that was so, if he's having issue with people at another school or his school, why would he bring a knife to attract meat? There's something missing that we're not getting here. For him to do that, this was premeditated. And from what I hear that happened, allegedly, was that he sat where he should not be seated to cause problem in the first place. And the boys, the 2 twins, say, listen, it's our seat, not should be sitting here. It's like, well, something like move me or touch me and see what happened. So you brought a knife to defend yourself and you put yourself in that position for them to come and instigate something with you because you know you already premeditate what you were going to do. That's him listening to the thoughts. Just saying. And this is where it leads to. Someone that's disciplined structure would actually talk to their mom and dad about the situation or ask a coach or some adult to deal with the situation. But kids, this is a lesson for you to learn. Most kids are not raised properly. Their parents will say it. Of course, every parent thinks their kid is good, but they don't really know their kids. And when you know the parents, you will know the kids because they're a spitting image of their parents, right? It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
not just some of us.
She has anger. She has anger. She probably passed that down. Most likely, she passed that down to her kid. 100%.
Clear. We will not speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process.
You say your heart goes out to them, but from what I understand, the Metcalf dad came to the hearing and they escorted him out. But if you understand, why would you not welcome him and, have a heart-to-heart talk with him, something like that? But guess what? Most people won't do that because they're angry. They're blinded by hatred. So I get that. Oh, and allegedly I heard that they say their family is together and the Metcalf, I don't know his name, the dad and the mom, they're not together, and they were like trashing them about that. I don't know how true that is. If you know, leave that in the comment section. I have no idea how true that is. And they were boasting about that, but let me know what you think of this video.